Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this morning? We are 5 wins in a row right now. We are in some business. Oh, I got some stuff on the screen. Let me move that stuff on the screen. Mic sounds good. Everything sounds good. Good. There we go. Here we go. Who's ready to make some stuff happen today? Who's ready to make some stuff happen today? In a trade right now, about 500. Oh, what do I have right here? I've got some progress pics of the mansion. Maybe we'll go through these a little bit later. How about that? That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Okay, we've got some stuff to do. We're streaming, we're trading. Let's get going here today. We had an incredible day yesterday. This was one of the trades yesterday. This was one of the trades yesterday. And we are 5 straight wins. Now I am in a Nasdaq trade right now. This trade looks like it's going to close me out at break even though. So yeah, it is what it is. Is what it is. Don't seem to have that drawn up. Let me just refresh my trading view here and start taking a look at the charts, show you what I'm looking at today. Don't have my M5 on here right now, but we are looking. We're looking. Where is my stuff? Where is my stuff? There is my stuff. Very similar to yesterday. We have a take profit 1 at about this level right there. If we reach that level right there, we'll be spinning the wheel of Pat and getting it going again. 5-0 right now. 5 straight wins. The record is 17 wins and 14. Cam 2 is on. Let's go over to Cam 1. Here we go. Welcome everybody to the stream. Much love, much love. Yesterday, spent some time with my brother. Haven't seen him in 3 years. My older brother. We went shopping. I bought him some clothes. What do you think about this? A little new shirt for myself. How do we like the new shirt? How do we like the look? 700 people in here. Let's get over 1,000 people in here. We get over 1,000 people in here, then I'm giving trades. But obviously, this is not financial advice. How is everybody doing? I've already hit the gym. I got swole this morning, and I am ready to make some money today. I'm looking at the charts. We're on a roll. I'm at about 700 in my open position right now. Hopefully we don't get knocked out at break even, which seems to be happening on a lot of my Nasdaq trades lately. Do have a level of demand right there, but we'll see how it goes. Yes, you did well on Euro US dollar. We did well on everything yesterday. I talked about 4 separate trades. We won all 4 of those trades. I took 2 of them. The temperature in Canada right now, I think, is about 17 degrees. Going to be about 21 today. This trade, I was hoping to spin the wheel of Pat, but we are out at break even, sadly, on my Nasdaq trade. You know, I got to start taking some earlier partials on some of my Nasdaq trades, but that is fine. We are 17-4. We are 5 wins in a row, called on stream. A trade like this that I took before the stream, I don't count this towards that record. So we're looking at trades today. US CAD yesterday, I didn't take that trade. Didn't really care much for that trade. So let's go ahead into NU. So this was our NU trade yesterday. And obviously, we've got about 10 minutes for our orb to close. And then we're going to be looking at trades today. Today. What did we have yesterday? Well, we had a huge pullback in price right there. We had a level of support down here, and then we were looking to get into a trade. Look at all those touches, right? Touches on our trend line, and then we broke through, retested the trend line, and we pushed up. This happened to coincide with what? It happened to coincide with our orb. We broke outside of the orb and closed, telling us we want to go up. We broke the trend line, telling us we want to go up. Then we waited for a pull back to a level of interest. We entered the trading position and it shot up to our take profit. Now, honestly, trading is not always this easy, but damn, it's been easy on stream. 17 wins, 14 losses. Look at the risk rewards we're looking at here. This was another trade that I did yesterday. You could see, had the trend line, very similar. We had our orb. Where's my orb, huh? Where is my orb? Let's put that historical data on. Broke outside the orb. So trend line break up, orb up, pull back to level of support, telling me up. All of our confluences are there. We waited for a pullback this time. Let me put that back on. I accidentally turned that off. Waited for a pullback to the bottom of the range while we were looking a little bit more at this fair value gap area right there. Entered our trading position, shot up, and we made some moolah. How much did we make? Well, let's go into the results right here. Yesterday we made $3,141 live on stream. Again, that doesn't mean that you're making money. That just means that yesterday I was making money. Now, we do have 1,000 people in here, and because we have 1,000 people in here, I think we should start the stream with a little bit of Wheel of Pat. Let's have a little bit of giveaways here. Let's get some W's in the chat, and let's give away some free VIP to start the chat. Just to get this going, make sure that you've smash that like button, subscribe to the channel as we look for some trades today and we give someone free VIP. We've got 2 winners here. I think I've got one right there. I think I've got Yash Patil is one of them, and the other one is going to be Milo Long. Those are our 2 winners right now for VIP. Now, in order to get that VIP, you have to come to my Instagram account right here. Make sure that you're following my Instagram account. Hey, a bunch of people followed me yesterday, and if we give this a refresh, look, 57.9. We are now at 58,000 followers. So thank you for everyone who followed me. This reel right here is just doing awesome. 20,000 views, a ton of comments, making me really happy. This reel's got about 75,000 views on TikTok right now. So we're back doing some stuff on TikTok. Now, if you are one of the VIP winners, make sure that you do message me, all right, on Instagram. That's what you have to do. Message me on Instagram. Give me a screenshot of your YouTube account. After the stream, I will give you access. Much, much love. So what are we doing today? What are we looking at today? Well, we are 5 straight wins, so we're looking to stretch that to 6 straight wins. We've got about 5 minutes before our orb closes. So let's go through our trading model for the day, what we're going to be looking at for today as we get into the markets. The markets. Had an awesome day with my brother yesterday. I know people are asking. I took him shopping. We bought some clothes. I bought him some stuff. Take care of my family. Now it's 9:30 a.m. Right now it's 9:40. So this is the candle we're looking at. A 15-minute candle. We're waiting 5 minutes for this candle to close. When this candle closes, it's going to give us the candle high, the candle low. And that gives us our range top and our range bottom. Perfect. Now we've got 5. We come to the 5-minute time frame. We're looking at the candles and we're waiting for a breakout. We come over here. We get that breakout and we get the close. You want the close on the outside. Now we got to start thinking about, all right, we got trade opportunities now. We closed out the top. We're looking to buy. So we can enter at the closed candle. We can enter at the retest here, enter at the fair value, the midline, the demand zone, fair value gaps. There's a lot of options for us. When we decide what we want to do using discretion and intelligence, we enter our trading position. We put our stop loss down here somewhere, put our take profit short, and then we let the rest ride. We take a partial right here, and then we let the rest ride. We hit that take profit too. That's what we've been doing on stream for over a month now, 3 times a week, 9:30 a.m., and there's no one doing it better than us. Take a look at some of these trading results since we've started the stream. Holy crap. Those are good results. Now, trading isn't always this easy, and this is not financial advice, but we're going to win some trades today, hopefully continue our streak to 6 in a row. Douglas, I don't stream Thursdays and Fridays because I'm busy and I'm rich and I really don't need to stream at all. But so I think 3 days is enough for my wonderful community. Isn't 3 days enough? You don't want to see me for 4 days. You don't want to see me for 5 days. 3 is perfect. I use some of those other days to film my YouTube videos, take care of my businesses, and spend a little extra time with my family. I deserve that. I've been doing this for 16 years. Okay. What is going on? What are we looking at? My background doesn't look rich. Yes. They don't like the second angle? Why not? I love the second angle. Hey, second angle. You can see my food. Hey now. My background doesn't look rich. Well, I live well below my means, but I am quite rich. I do drive a Porsche, and I am building a mansion. Oh no. Pat, don't bring up the mansion again. Well, here is the mansion I'm building right now. We're about halfway through. Bingo, 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 bingo. I'm building this house. I'm worth over $10 million, okay? So let's chill out on the Pat's Not Rich stuff. I just know how to manage my money well, and I don't spend it on dumb crap. But I will have a very, very big house soon, and we'll be streaming from that. Now, had a great day yesterday with my brother, spending a lot of time with my family this week. It's absolutely amazing. And let's see what is going on. Yes, we're gonna make some money today. The wheel spin, everyone is entered into the wheel spin. What am I looking at? The pool. What pairs do we like this morning? We've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes for that candle close. Right? Candle close. Shout out to Roland in Hungary. Stephen Webb's up 3 wins today already. That's our boy Stephen. Let's start taking a look at some pairs, huh? You've been waiting long enough for me to take a look and see. Okay, we just broke out of this area right here, you could see. So I do believe we are pushing up on gold right now. We want to see a break out the top of our range. The range is still being created. You see right here. Top of the range, bottom of the range. Now this could shift up and down, right? See, look, this is shifting up right now. And this is what we're going to do. And then we got about a minute left. We're going to see if we could get a close out the top of this range. Wait for maybe a little bit of a pullback, a retrace, and then we're going to get in. We may do a gold trade this morning. Gold looks pretty good, right? Reacting off of this support. I'm looking at a few other pairs. I was thinking earlier this morning, I was saying UJ looks like a long. This looks like a lot of the trades that we give, right? You could see right here we have our trend line getting touched right here. Maybe we get a break out of this level right here. We're getting respect of our support level right here. We have confluences to buy on UJ this morning. Could give us a trade opportunity. US CAD, I was thinking about going long on US CAD this morning. We've had a strong pullback. We're coming to our level of support right here. Look, the range just closed. Right? It's 9:45. We now have the top of the range, the bottom of the range. We would like to see the price break out of the trend line and out the top of the range on US CAD, pull back, enter, make some mool. We've been doing so damn well on this stream, so I'm going to be patient. But I'm going to be placing some trades hopefully this morning. Yesterday we placed 2, and we are at a streak right now of 5 wins in a row. Let me eat some of my brekkie here. Shout out to you, Douglas. Much love. So I was liking US CAD. I was liking UJ. What else was I looking? I was looking at AU and GU for some sells. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. For my orb settings, sure. You can take a look at my orb settings for a second, and then I'm going to show you exactly what you need to see. If you're new to the stream, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you smash that like button for me right there. We got to get this party started right now, right early. We're having fun today. Yeah, I trade gold. I have a gold trading room. Miguel knows what's up. Yep, this is the orb settings right there. So 9:30 to 9:45, UTC -4, 15 minutes. This is the only thing that matters. Just do this right here. Everything else you can turn off. Okay. We have a break out the bottom on US CAD. I don't care. Ideally, we respect support right there. Respect that support. Break out the top, and then we can get into a trade right there. So we were looking at gold. Gold is potentially breaking out right here. Now, do we just want to enter on the break today? All right, do we just want to enter right outside the orb and just take it? Maybe. Probably wait for a little bit of a pullback. We do have a fair value gap developing right here. Maybe on that next candle we can get into there, the mid-range, and then maybe we get in on a gold trade. I haven't done a gold trade in a while. Stop making my arrow so thin. I'm trying to show people stuff. Okay. USD Swiss franc. I'm also sorry. I wanted to look at GU as well. I was looking short on GU. Look at that 15-minute supply, baby. Ooh-wee. That's a good area to take a sell from, ain't it? It is, ain't it? It is. Oh, look at this win we had yesterday. Look at this winner. Look at this guy here just winning trades. You know that's me. And then we got the AUD USD. What are we looking here? We're looking for sells. Why? Resistance. Okay? Basic trading. Don't be dummies. Obviously, you could break out the top, but look, I'm playing high probabilities. That's why I have 17 wins and 4 losses on stream. Who's keeping track? Who's keeping track? I'm keeping track. All right, 1,300 people in here. Love to see it. Thank you, everybody, for showing up today. Thank you for hitting that like button for me. I hope you like my new like button smash. Big fan of that right there. And we're looking for trades this morning. Yo, Mo, what's going on? The money emoji right there. Okay, but we can't hold this on the screen too long. Can only put this on the screen when we're winning trades, but you know it won't be long because we're always winning trades. Some people want the cat back. I'll get a cat back, don't you worry. Let's go ahead and take a look at our gold pullback right here. Not getting a break out of the top right now. Waiting for 950 to see if we could get any breaks. You can see I was looking at GU here. We want to break out the bottom. AUD USD, we want to have a break out the bottom as well. So we have some trading opportunities available to us. I think someone wanted me to look at US dollar Swiss franc. So I'll take a look at that for you right there. You could see, what are we looking at right here? We're at a pretty good level of support, I would say. That is a pretty good level of support. That's a wide zone. You can see I mapped this stuff quickly. Down here, it's your extreme support, but that's more, look, it looks more like liquidity, right? When's the last time we got there? Last time we got there, June 9th. Before that, last time we got below this level, June 5th. Okay, so that is a ways away, and the recent price action is telling us that we want to buy from this level. So we would be looking for a break out the top right here. Oh, hold on a second. We want to see a break out the top right there. Okay, candle close, tell us that we're looking up today, and maybe we get a pullback, we enter. We have some opportunities. I think we have some real opportunities. Yes, gold is touching the fair value gap, but gold did not close above. We need gold to close above the range, right? So it didn't, right? It rejected the top of the range. So we're gonna see, is gold gonna stay within our range, or are we going to break outside of the range? Well, we want to see it break outside of the range and close. And then that's going to tell us we have some buy side bias in addition to our bias already. Looking at EU, Mo13. Love you, Mo. Let's take a look at EU for you. I want to take a look actually at UJ. This is my top one right now. UJ is looking pretty nice, isn't it? Now, the only issue with UJ is we do have a pretty strong trend line right here, okay? So, do we want to see the break outside of the trend line as well? Possibly. Possibly. We don't want to reject off that trend line, because we're rejecting off the trend line. Then we're just going to come back to support and potentially screw ourselves on a trading position. But looking for buys here. Nice pullback, right? Good pullback to an area of support. That's where you want to buy. Now, we don't have a close on that yet. Still rejecting off of this level. Taking a look at UJ. Where else are we looking? Someone wants me to take a look at GJ. GJ, we've got a decent reaction off of support right here. Decent market structure. Bit of a bull flag right here. Broke out of that level right there. We did get a close right there on UJ. Now we get a pullback to this level right here. This would probably be the entry. I know some people may have already taken their trade on the initial. And if you did, you're looking pretty good on this position right now. But let's see how GJ plays out. We are in the middle of the range right now, in the greater range. You know, the greater range is the top right here and the bottom right here, and we're about in the middle. So you can go up or you could go down in this scenario. Have a level of resistance around here that you would have to watch out for. That could be a take profit level, obviously, if you're already in this trade. This is something that we're going to have to take a look at. Take a look and look. Get these lines off my screen. I don't want those lines on my screen. Someone said gold is ready. Gold is not ready. Gold has to close above, right? Gold has to close above. How about... Oh my god. What a piss off. You know, I was having a lot of success taking these Nasdaq trades before the stream. Look at this Nasdaq trade. Comes up, right? I'm in profit, hits my break even right there, and then pushes up when one candle hits my take profit. That is a stinger, man. My break evens are hurting me right now. That's life, isn't it? That is life. How do we feel about Nasdaq right now? We're gonna get a close on Nasdaq. Maybe we have an opportunity there. You are awesome. I love you. Your CAD. You want me to take a look at your CAD? Let's take a look at your CAD. Your CAD still in the range, right? Still in our range here today on your CAD. We want to get a close below, right? We're at our resistance at a level of supply right here. So we want to sell this down. At the very least, you know, it'll come down to here. So, very nice. Look, we rejected off of this zone. We could go down. Ideally, it's too bad, you know. If we had a close here, we could have been entering the midline down. That could have been a decent position already, but we don't have that. Let's go ahead and keep going. Taking a look at everybody's pairs this morning. I love looking at your pairs this morning. US dollar, or sorry, EG here. What a weird range on EG. I don't know what the hell to do with this one. I don't love this price action. You know, I'm looking at it. Are you trading this up or down? We're a bit rangy right now. Looks like we may close below, but you can see I have a level of support below, so don't really feel like selling into that level. You know what I mean? I don't want to sell into that level. What do I want to do? EU, I think. I don't think I've looked at EU this morning. Oh, wow. We have broken out on EU a little bit right here. You could see my resistance level right here. We respected that resistance level, came down. We're now using that resistance level as support. So can we get a close out the top on EU? Can we, right? Another weird small range. Ideally, you get a close out the top. Maybe you just come back to this fair value gap right here below the range even. Just because it's such a small range. Such a small range, right? What is the range size here? It's about 8 pips, so it's not terrible. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold. Gold has not closed above the range for me, right? This is the top of the range on gold. We're looking at gold right now. We rejected, and now we're trading within the range, okay? CAD JPY. I don't think I could take a CAD JPY. I think that's crappy. We could take a look at it. We do have the opportunity, but I'm scalping, and I think I've got bad spread on CAD JPY. It's about 1.5 pips I'm giving up on CAD JPY right now, so probably not going to trade this pair, but I'm just, you know, happy to take a look at it for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at EJ. Lumo, the strategy I would recommend is the strategy that I'm trading. We got a couple hours here each morning, and we scalp it, and we're just looking at, you know, look, level of resistance right here. Maybe we don't trade that. Maybe we don't trade that. That could trade right back down to support, and that's a kind of a small range, so I don't care very much about EJ. That is not something that I'm going to be trading right now. Haley, you don't want relationship advice from me. The only thing I'm good at is trading, okay? Do not take relationship advice from me. Okay, let's go ahead back into gold. Just waiting for a candle break here, folks. No candle break on gold. Someone wants me to take a look at Bitcoin this morning. Haley, I'm sure you could meet someone in the chat, though. I'd love to have two of the patties come together and fall in love. Do we want two patties to fall in love in the chat? Somebody hit on Haley right now. Come on, simps in the chat. Let's go. Okay. What's going on Bitcoin today? Holy moles. We are up to 110.5. Look at that. So you got a pretty big range here this morning. Not a decent pullback too. Decent. Could trade it up. There's nothing really on Bitcoin here that's... The price action isn't screaming at me. I don't know how to explain this sometimes, but it's like I look at the chart, I know what I want. Second camera needs lighting. Yeah, I guess second camera does need lighting, but it looks cool. It looks like mood lighting, doesn't it? Yes, it does. All right, back to camera one. People hate camera two. There you go. Bjorn's at Haley. Shout out to Bjorn hitting on Haley. That's what we want to see in the chat. People hitting on people in the chat. Let's go ahead and take a look at your CAD. Where's my your CAD chart? This is one of the charts we look at. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got to get a pullback here, guys. We got the this is definitely going to candle break and close, but we got to pull this one back. Maybe to the top of the range, maybe to the middle of the range. That's just too big. We can't sell right off of that one. Like, we're already halfway into our range, right? Bottom range, top of range, in the bigger range, right? Range, 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 range. All he does is talk about range. Top range, bottom range, right? In terms of the range there, and then the resistance range and the support range, okay? So there's different ranges for us to deal with. Don't worry. Watch the stream. I'll explain all this to you. Camera 2, we need some lighting on camera 2. Okay, I'll get some lighting on camera 2. Hey now. I missed Swiss franc. Don't worry, I never miss nothing. I don't miss nothing. What would... This is not a miss. This is not a miss. I'm not selling Swiss franc, right? We closed out the bottom. I am not selling Swiss franc. Why am I not selling? Because look, this is my support zone. We had a huge pullback. I'm not selling this down. I am buying it up. Simple, simple, simple how I trade. We're going to get a close out the top of this range like this. Then it's going to pull back. Then we're going to buy. That is what I'm looking at. Okay, okay. We want gold. Gold is breaking out the bottom right now, but it's not closed, right? We have no candle close. We need a candle close at the bottom of the range. And I don't want to sell this anyways. I want to buy this. I do not want to sell. I love me some gold. Look, we just came. We broke through. We're using this as support now. This was resistance. Now it's support. So we want to buy from here. This is a good buy level on gold. Now I have to figure out where I'm going to enter. Ideally, if I'm going to get an enter here, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with the screen. Sorry, I'm making people dizzy. I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy. So we would be looking for price to close out the top of our range, okay? Even if it closes at the bottom of the range, that's okay, but I'm not looking to sell that, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at US 30 for one of our lovely, lovely members. This is our range right here. Yeah, I think we'd probably be looking to buy it up to here, okay? So we need to close out the top and a retrace, and then we would buy it up to there. That's what I'd be looking at on US 30. Let's go ahead and take a look at UJ. This is one of the ones I've been tracking. This is one of the ones that interests me. This is one of my top setups of the morning. Top setups of the morning. What do we want to see? We want to see a break. We want to see this candle break, close, okay? Maybe it closes above the trend line. Maybe it just closes above this level. But at that point, I would think about getting into a UJ buy. Why? Because we are at support and we're getting a reaction. But we gotta break through this trend line here. We don't want to respect this trend line, trade it down, and lose this trade. I'll be so embarrassed. And you do not want me to be embarrassed, okay? Let's go. 5 wins in a row. Let's go for 6 this morning. All right. This is not financial advice. That's right. It's not financial advice. I'm trading. You're watching. Don't do what I do. Almost done my breakfast. And then we're definitely going to get into a trade. All right, Leslie, thanks for the shout out. Let's go ahead and take a look at GU, baby. And people are going crazy on gold. I told you what do you want me to do on gold? On gold, how do I trade, folks? Top of the range, bottom of the range. Support. I need to close out the top of the range. If I don't have this, I don't have a trade, okay? Everybody, relax. I stick to my system. I follow the system. That's why I'm 17-4. Everybody hates the second camera. Nova hates the second camera. The second camera is wonderful. You can see my dogs here in the second camera. Take a look at Honey. Yes, Honey, Honey, Honey in the second camera. Too bad. You don't like it? Too bad. Yeah, bro loves the Porsche. I'd love your Supra. I would love your Supra, Jim. What else are we looking at? Miko, my cleaning lady, she only comes once a month, so we gotta wait till next month for her to clean it. Yeah, who cares that I'm rich? Who cares? I drive a Porsche Taycan. Someone's asking for the mansion. You know, I did add some stuff to the mansion this morning, didn't I? Where is the folder? I thought I put an extra folder in here. Where the hell did I put that? Let's take a quick look. It was here. Let's go and just put something in here. All right, mansion updates. All right. In here, we're gonna take all this. I'm gonna throw it into there. All right. This is the most exciting part of the stream. What is he doing? What's he gonna show us? I'm gonna show you. Can we open HEIC file? Can we? Let's do date modified on this one. HEIC does not want to open. Jeez. What does want to open? There you go. There, where we were building the mansion right there. Very, very nice. Now I should have some newer stuff than that. What do we have? There you go. Working at it, working at it. We're much further now. All right, let's get back to the charts. Who gives a crap? The mansion will be about $4 million. By the time it's done, it'll be worth $5 million. The mansion is halfway. Yeah, I was trying to show you what state we were in, but I couldn't. Not really trading silver, brother, but I could take a look at it just for you. You've asked enough times, and you deserve to get what you asked for. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at silver. Silver has fallen off here. Do have a level of support. Okay, so let's take a look at this right here. So it's in a buy zone right now, in my opinion. We've pulled back, but based on my strategy, I would not be trading until I can get a break out the top of the range. We're catching red candles right here. Maybe you just wait for a reaction yourself there. You could get into a buy yourself. That's up to you. This is not investment advice. This is just what I'm doing. I play my cleaning lady about 160. When I'm gonna have to pay her double, if not triple, when we move to the new place, and she's gonna have to come much more. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold. Someone's going crazy about gold. So for me, I'm buying gold. I have mentioned this a few times today. Now we are reacting. Oh, let's see. Cam 2. Do we have a little baby here? Oh, look at Cam 2. Look at this sweet girl. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yes, she's on her phone. Don't give a baby a phone. We're not supposed to, but we did. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at UJ right here. We did get the close on UJ, but we are respecting the trend line. So we're not ready to buy on this one yet. Honestly, you could sell it right back down here, but that's not the play. That is not the play, but we got to get a break out of that trend line, right? We're looking at everything when we're trading. You know, I'm trading 20 lots on a lot of these trades, so you got to do what you got to do. Oh, we can see babies leaving right now. Bye, babies. There we go. Everybody's out of the house. That means it's time to trade. Get the strippers in here. Oh, wait, who said no? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, UJ looking for a break. You're on UJ right now. I'm waiting on UJ. So I'm waiting for a break above my trend line right here. And then I'm going to wait for some sort of a pullback to get my entry. That is my hope on UJ. Let's go ahead into UCAD. Oh, wow. So we've really fallen off on UCAD. I don't like that. I like a strong US dollar. And we are closed below the support. Maybe using this as resistance now. So don't really care about UCAD anymore. I care more about this reaction to our supply. Can we get a break down here on GU? I like UJ, I like GU, and I like AU as well, which is similar to GU. Getting a reaction at the top of resistance right here. Can we get a close below and a retest? Let's see what we can get this morning. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. The indicator that I'm using for this is the Lux Algo Orb and Targets. You can take a look at my settings right here. And while you're looking at my settings, let's smash that like button. We got about 1,600 people in here. We're doing better than yesterday. This is the highest we've had in a while. So shout out to everyone in here. Make sure that you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't. A lot of people, Rahul, I've given you my gold like 20 times. Look, gold, it's falling. What do I want to do on gold? I've told you, I want to buy on gold, but I can't buy until price breaks out the top of the range. Look, I have a system. That's why I have 17 wins and 4 losses. Don't keep asking me to do the same thing. I'm going to show you 100 times. This is what I'm doing on gold, Rahul. Okay? Everyone's obsessed with gold. I love gold too, but I have the plan. This is the plan. Range here, but I want to buy, so I don't care about this break. I want the candle to break out the top. That's all I care about. It's really simple. I said I would do a wrap at 2,000 concurrent viewers. We're only at 1,500, so too bad. Sorry to hear that, Stephen Webb. No, I'm just using I'll use the 200 EMA. So, look, above the EMA, I want to buy. I also like to use EMA for entries sometimes. So if price comes to the EMA, I'll buy off the EMA. But again, that has to align with my orb strategy. Everything has to align. Everybody loves gold. I guess I just should stay on this gold trade. Everyone loves gold so much. I did dreams. Yeah, I took my brother shopping, bought him some clothes. And I'll be back over there today, and then I'm going to be back over there tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. I'm going to see him every day while he's here because family is important to me. Like button is coming off the screen. Thank you, everybody, for smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. I love you. Oh, everyone knows each other in the chat. They're saying, hey, what's going on with Stephen Webb? I love the chat. The chat knows what's going on. I'm going to check some more charts. I'm just running a little bit low on some water here, so I got to fill this up. I'll be right back in a second. Don't leave. We're gonna trade soon. Okay, we hit 1600 while I was away. What? We're getting more people in here when I'm away. Thank you so much for joining me today and our incredible Patty community. Love having you here. Make sure that you smash that like button. Let's go ahead and take a look at UJ4. Okay, so UJ, we do have the break now. We are in business on UJ. We need a pullback now. We need a pullback now. We have options as our strategy provides us with options. We can enter this trading position at the top of the range. We could enter this trading position at the middle of the range. And we could enter the trading position at the bottom of the range. Which one do we want to do? I'm not sure, but we had a nice break. Yeah, we do have a decent reaction off of this level. I think maybe this is a top of the range entry for me this morning. That's what it feels like for me. This one is ripping away from me a little bit, so we are going to need a pullback on this one. And we're looking to get long right about here. Okay, this is what I'm thinking this morning. Holy crap, I wish I just entered right off of this. Well, not that way, but I wish I entered off of this right here. We'd already be TP1'd out, baby. All right. So we have our first potential setup here on UJ this morning, waiting for a pullback. Where? To the top of our range. Obviously, I like to put that little red circle on there for you. Everybody loves the red circle, because that's where the price will come. And you've seen my stream. It's going to come here. It's going to go boom. It's going to explode. It's already exploding. I'm a little bit pissed that I didn't get in on this trade already. This might be a tough pullback for us to get now, sadly. But that's okay. We are looking at other pairs. We have GU. This is a potential run. This is when we want the GU break out the bottom. Break. Break, break, break. We're breaking through our trend line a little bit right there, but we're waiting for a candle to close down here. And then we are going to have a potential trade opportunity, probably back at supply. Probably something like this, okay? We are starting to get potential opportunities. You're starting to see exactly how I think. How does my brain work? It doesn't always work that well, let me tell you. It doesn't always work that well. Back to cam 1. Everyone loves 2 cameras now. We've got 2 cameras in here. We're a big deal. Let's go ahead and take a look at EU. A lot of people taking a look at EU. Now, EU is a buy trade for me, but we are now closing below that level, which is not a good sign, right? This right here was my resistance level, and we're now closing below that level, re-entering the bottom range. And what is our bottom range? Let's take a look at our bottom range. Probably something like that, okay? So you'd be looking to potentially sell here, but you know, generally what I'm doing is I'm waiting for a pullback to the range itself. I don't know if we're gonna get that here. Oh crap, I pulled the good stuff off. You can't pull the good stuff off, okay? This is the good stuff. Something like that, I think is what I had. All right, that looks pretty good. So maybe you would be selling down, right? We did have a huge push up. Let's take a look and see what we're doing on EU this morning. We got ourselves a trend line. Something like this, okay. So we would want to sell this down, if anything. 1, 2, 3. We have the break. Yes. Vapool, what do you think about selling on EU this morning? We're going to need a pullback either way. I am a pullback trader. A pullback trader, what he does is he waits for price to pull back, get a better price, and sell down, okay? That is something we're potentially looking at on EU here. Let's pull EU up a little bit because we're interested in Thanuka. Let's take a look at GU. This is what we want to see here. This was one of my main setups this morning because we have what? We have a 15-minute level of supply. We're getting a reaction to that level of supply. Price is pushing down, and it's creating another level of supply right there, right? 3 red candles down. Close out the range. Retrace back to supply. Explode for a profit. This is a nice potential position that we have right here on GU. 1,685 people. What's going on in here? Did somebody hear that I have 5 wins in a row and I'm going for 6? Did somebody hear that? Did somebody listen? Did you get told that I have 5 wins in a row? Because you would be right. I have 5 wins in a row. I'm looking for 6 today on stream. What exchange do I use? I use the Fintura brokerage. You asked, you got it. Here comes an ad. This is my favorite broker. Low commissions, low spreads, and of course, it's on the MetaTrader 4 platform. This year, I have been withdrawing on average 70,000 US dollars per month, and they've paid out all those withdrawals. I love them. Gotta buy myself a Rolex with those withdrawals. I'm looking. Good morning to GK Info Systems. That's not really a name. I'm sure you got a name under there. I have every account type that they offer, but I'm trying to keep spreads low. But generally prime accounts. Alrighty, 1,700 viewers in here. Amazing stuff. Thank you for coming. Smash the like button, subscribe. I use 1 to 500 leverage, sometimes 1 to 200 leverage. I love my chat. They tell me what's going on. They tell me, hey, Australian dollar is breaking right now. All right, maybe we'll sell on Australian dollar this morning. We've got our top 3. You made the top 3. Who told me that? Shout out to Ryan for telling me to take a look at Australian dollar. You can see here what I do in my market watch on the right hand side of the screen is that we just have the main ones. Hanko Trade was no longer on MetaTrader, and I do all my trading on MetaTrader. So if a broker's no longer on MetaTrader, I'm no longer with them. It's that simple. Let's go ahead and take a look at UJ. UJ is quite the explosive move. I'm not sure if we're going to get a pullback here, but it's possible. It's possible. Damn, we're doing great on stream this morning. Everybody wants to see me trade. I love you. I love you. So GU, okay, we have an opportunity on GU, waiting for a pullback, and I'm gonna sell this. This is it. We gotta close out. Someone told me we gotta close out, and we're pulling back now. You could really sell this one down, huh? Woo-wee, that's what we want, baby. We want big mool today. Big mool. I want to make 7 grand on a trade today. You know, I got the UJ is set up already. I already have the limit. So if price does actually come back to this level right here, I have the limit. Let's take a look at my EMA right now. In the middle, not really telling me anything on here. Don't need that. But, you know, sometimes if the EMA just happens to be here, I feel even better about my entry, okay? Just so you know. But, look, EMA is not doing much right now. We're kind of trading in the middle. It means we're a bit rangy right here. Price in the middle. Okay, come down here. Let's get a good price. And let's make some mool. Let's do it. Price is coming down, baby. Come on. But we don't want to... If it's a huge red candle, I'm going to watch it and I'm going to cancel it. But we'll see what kind of a pullback we could get on UJ. US CAD is back in the range. US CAD is back in the range. So, what did we have right here, guys? What do we have right here? Well, we have Pat's level of support. What happens? Price comes out the bottom, takes liquidity, and it shoots back up. That is very frequently what you see. What we're going to need still is a break out the top, break through the trend line. That's what we're going to need to see on UCAD. Here. Still a long ways to go on UCAD, but we have 4 or 5 pairs we're looking at right now. US dollar, Canadian dollar, euro. We're talking about selling the euro as well. We're getting a pullback there. I think this could be a top of the range entry. This could be a middle of the range entry. Probably a middle of the range entry right here if I were to sell on euro. That does mean it would be coming back above, but it does look like this right here could have been liquidity taken out of the market. So we could really push down hard here. Let's see what kind of a pullback we get on euro US dollar. Maybe we're entering at a trend line rejection here along with the middle of the range, right? Range midline entry. Looks like a decent opportunity, and obviously we have our level of support. So ideally what we would get is kind of that wick rejection. I'm going to set up a limit on this, I believe. Vipul, what do you think about our EU trading position? Vipul is my partner in these streams lately. He's been doing awesome for me, just kind of taking a look at some of the higher time frames while I'm trading as well and doing all of that stuff. Shout out to Sergio. You want to hear about my childhood? Childhood was a good childhood. 2 parents. GU. Sorry, guys. We got to take a look at GU. Looking at EU as well. Big candle. Probably want to relax a little bit right here. We did just respect this EMA. So that... we got to be careful here. This is pulling back a bit strong. I'm not going to enter right away on this. Let's see what kind of reaction we get. This is a big... I just don't want to enter on a huge green candle right now. I do have my sell limit set on EU right now, so I am waiting for this pullback. I feel a little bit better about this one. GU, we're monitoring this as well. Do we really want to get into GU? Maybe. I might get into this one as well. It does look decent. Didn't love the reaction to EMA though. You know what I mean? Price broke and retested on the EMA and went up. So these are just things that I'm looking at, and I have to consider them, and I use discretion and I weigh it all differently, okay? So we're taking a look at this one. We have a limit order set on this one. That's come down quite a bit further. We have a limit order set on this one right here. That's got to come up a little bit. This is a nice one because it's right midline and it's also right here. So 1,700 people in here. Shout out to everyone that's come today. Really appreciate you showing up to the live stream. We have 5 wins in a row. Make sure that you smash that like button for me. I really appreciate that. That gets even more people in here. And the reason I want you to do that is because this is the trading stream people should be watching. There's a lot of people that trade and have no idea what they're doing. I've been trading for 16 years. So this is what you should be watching. Basic, good confluences, being intelligent. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this GU. Don't love the GU right now. Don't love the GU. It is an opportunity, but I'm a bit worried about the EMA for some reason. It's just bothering me a little bit. Again, you could say, hey, it should be bothering you here too, but I think we got a bit further to go on this one. So we could even target that on a TP2. We'd be looking pretty good on EU. Let's go into GU. Nelson, I have not had a winning trade on any of my Nasdaq trades. So the 5 wins in a row are all trades calling on stream. The 17 wins and 4 losses are all trades given on stream. Very, very simple. I only record the trades given on stream. If I open a trade before the stream, I will show you that trade, but that doesn't mean it's a live trade. That doesn't mean that I'm going to put it in the record. It's not in the record, okay? We are 17 and 4 on stream with my trade callouts on stream. All right, that's the only thing that matters. What are we doing here? Had a break below, back into a level. It's kind of a crappy break. We like to see a bigger break. What's a bigger break? This is a bigger break. This is a huge break, and prices coming down. Also have a level of demand about here. It's a big demand zone, so we could enter in the middle of it. And look, we are going to enter in the middle of it. That's the plan here on UJ. We have a trade on EU. We've been waiting for a bit of a pullback here on EU. Not sure if we're going to get it. Hoping that we do. I am a pullback trader, not traitor. How are we doing? So the lot sizes I have right now, I have a buy limit on UJ. This is 24 lots. Woo! Jeez, 24 lots live on stream, baby. And then we have this EU trade right here, which is about 13 lots. Now, do not try this at home, folks. I have big accounts, and I got lots of money. Oh, the like button's there. Well, I'll move it when you hit the like button. Okay, I'll move it. Fine. 1,800 people in the stream. This is a good stream. We haven't had this many people since the first time I streamed. Let's go. Let's make some move. Man, if that hits 2,000, what did I say if it hits 2,000? Spin the wheel while we wait, huh? Yeah, freestyle rap, maybe at 2,000. We'll see. So, looking at a potential sell here on EU and a potential buy on UJ. This is what I've been monitoring a little bit right here. These are the trades. If a trade doesn't trigger on stream, I will usually close it, because generally we lose after this kind of 11:30 noon. It gets around lunch hour. We lose a lot of volume, so we don't get the push that we want. Let me go take a look at NZD USD. I've been looking at this one on another monitor. Yes, I've got so many monitors. I'm looking at stuff. All right. This one is respecting our trend line, though, right? But we are at the top. We want to sell this down. How do you feel about this today, folks? How do you feel? Are we going to break out the top and take liquidity again? It's possible, but I may sell this thing down at some point. Let's see what kind of a reaction we get. You know, maybe we can wick in something above here. again, we don't have we are respecting this trend line, but we do have the resistance. So the resistance for me is more important than the trend line. So this, I think, is what I would probably do here, but I have to wait a little bit, right? We could trade it back to the trend line, but we don't want to catch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles here. We want, maybe a little bit of something like this, a little bit of indecision before we come down. But that is another potential. On NU, we are watching. I draw my resistance from 1 hour. I draw my resistance from 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Let's go back to GU. Everyone wants to take a look at GU. This was the potential entry we had on GU, and probably should have took it. I don't know if I would have ticked it. It was pretty perfect, though, at the top of my range, wasn't it? Look at that. Yes, we would have been into this trade had I opened this trade. I bet some of you are in this trade and you're already winning this trade. That could have been a decent entry. That could have been a sniper entry. Nasdaq, you're asking for Nasdaq. Let me go take a look at Nasdaq for you right there. This was my Nasdaq trade this morning. I came up here, I hit break even, and then the next candle would have hit my profit. So didn't actually win my Nasdaq. I'd probably be bullish on Nasdaq still. Let me go back to Nasdaq for you. I'd probably be bullish on Nasdaq still. We want to get a candle close above here. Maybe get a retrace to the midline. There's a little action there. Maybe you get that entry at that EMA. See if that EMA starts being respected here. It might be something for you on NQ, something for me on NQ. Holy crap, we've got 2,400 people in here. What the hell is going on? I can't believe it. This is unbelievable. Well, I don't know. I can't hear the beat in the background, but I'll give you something. All right. Let's do a little bit of let's do a quick wrap here. All right. Fat Pat back in the game, slashing your veins. After Pat, choose your crew. It's never the same. Break bones, full fist flying at your frame. Watch your back. Blast might blow your brain. All right. How about that? That's it. That's all you get. That's it. I'm never doing that again. I'm gonna get absolutely roasted in the comments for that one. Okay. I can't believe, usually I've got 3 or 4 trades going on and I got 1,200 people in here. I got no trades going on right now, but we are looking for our 6th win in a row. Thanks everybody who's showing up. Make sure that you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for me here. So happy to see you in the chat. Now there's a lot of pressure on. I got to get this 6th win in a row. This is one of the trades that I'm looking at right here on UJ. Obviously, this is not financial advice. I am a trader. I'm doing what I want to do. So I have an entry right here on UJ, waiting for a bit of a pullback, okay, on UJ. That I have a limit order set up, 24 lots, baby. 24, that's a lot of lots. And then we have an EU position right now. You can feel my energy increasing after the wrap, okay? And we are waiting for a pullback here on EU. I've been looking for a midline entry right there. You could say, maybe this is a weak level of supply right now, okay? Had some consolidation there, and it's obviously at our trend line as well. So we're stacking those confluences. Stack, 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 stack. Perfect. So let's see if we could get one of these trades going. Waiting for pullbacks, and we are also looking at GU was another one. So GU, sadly, you could see my entry. I was not as confident about this trading position, but we probably would have already hit. I probably would have taken a TP1, and maybe not yet. Maybe at the bottom of our range and went break even here. So this one I could have been in profit. I know a lot of you are in profit right now. I don't know what the hell is going on in here. We got 3,300 people in here. Shout out to everyone who decided to join the stream today. Much love, much love to all of you. Again, smash that like button. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trading results right now. The trading results have been incredible on stream. Yesterday, we did $3,141. We have 17 wins and 4 losses on stream. There's no one doing it better than me right now. a little of that, a little luck. Okay, we do have a little luck on our side lately. Waiting for maybe another pullback on GU for a potential entry. US JPY is not pulling back for us. EU still waiting for a pullback here right now. Someone's asking for Nasdaq. Nasdaq waiting for a close above the opening range right here. See, close, close, close. That's what we want to see right there. Damn, it's wild in the stream. I can't believe we're doing 4,000 people in the stream. I'm not rapping on 4K. I gave you the rap. I only have one rap. Let's go ahead and take a look at GU. You know, GU is getting closer. We broke through our trend line again. So broke through the trend line, Okay, I think I'm going to enter this on the pullback. Okay, let's enter at supply on GU here. Let's take the supply entry. So we do have a soft supply here, minor supply right there. We do have the trend line. Okay, so I think I'm waiting for the pullback on GU. I'm going to get into this one. There's 4,700 people in here. I gotta take a damn trade, all right? We're going for 6 in a row here on stream. We got to do it. There is no one doing it better than us. We got to do it. All right. Is this an A+? No. I don't care. We're going to touch and we're going to fly, all right? We're going to touch and we're going to fly. We're going to make a little bit of money this morning on stream. Shout out to everybody who joined the screen. Please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel while you're here. 17 wins, 4 losses. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm really happy that you're all in here with me. Now, I am very close to getting into a trading position right now. We're going to hopefully respect this trend line, tap in, and push down. Obviously, we have a very small range here this morning. I will be trading 11 lots, or sorry, this is GU. I'll be trading 11 lots on GU. So we are gonna push, baby. Let's see if we can get into this trade. Of course, now that there's 5,300 people in here, I'm gonna lose one, but no. Let's stay positive. Let's get another win. Let's take this to 6 in a row. Let's go to 18-4 with trades I've called on stream. Okay, let's make some move. This is unbelievable. I don't know what the hell's going on. Just shout out to everybody in here. We've never had this many people in the stream. We've been doing this for about a month. Just love to see all of you in here. Shout out to Sean Carter. Shout out to Phil. Shout out to Trader Mate. Whoo! They want to see my desk setup. To see my desk setup, we just go to cam 2, baby. We got 2 cameras. They say, Pat, camera 2 sucks. The lighting's bad on camera 2. I don't care. Shout out to camera 2 people. If you like the camera 2, look, I got a little light over here, and then I've got the light up here as well. I got a big light up there. There's 5,600 people on this stream. What is going on? I'm losing my mind here. We're about to get into this GU trade. Hopefully we get a quick reaction, get this thing to break even, take no risks today. Let's get a quick winner. I want to see a quick winner. We're seeing nothing but small candles here, which is okay. But let's see if we could push up and pull down. Oh, no. This is a nice house that I'm in right here. You don't just smack talk my house. We're over 2,000 square feet in this house. It's paid off years ago, all right? Paid off years ago, and we're building the mansion. We are building the mansion. Here, I got a picture of the progress. Let me show you the mansion progress on my phone right now while we wait for our trade to enter and we wait to make some move. Okay, so where are we? Let me get into the mansion build right here for you, and you could see right here. Maybe we cam 2 some of this. Is cam 2 better for this? Okay. So they're putting the bricks on the mansion right there. Bricks on the mansion right there. And then let's go right here. This is the courtyard. Yes, there's a courtyard. We are balling. 6K viewers in here. And then here is outside. Got a bunch of contractors there last week talking about our pool setup. Let's get back to the damn charts, right? Back to the damn charts. Yes, the mansion's coming through. Hey, if I get 6,000 concurrent viewers in these streams, I get another mansion. Let's make some mool today. We are waiting for a perfect entry. It's coming right to that trend line, right? Trend line, supply, minor supply. We've got confluences for days, and we've been winning like crazy on stream. So, right, bit of a minor supply right here, stacking those confluences. Just need the price to come up, touch the top of the range, and that's another confluence, the top of the range, right? Price is going to suck in this range. So we hit the top of the range. There's a high probability price stays within the range. You know, as a trader, that price ranges more than it trends, okay? That is something that you can always take advantage of. Now, what are we taking a look at on some of our other pairs? I can't believe how many people we got in here. 6,100 people in here. Hit that damn like button. I want to clap for all of you. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel while you're here. I appreciate you. We always accept as many new members as we can. Waiting for a pullback on EU. I've got a limit order set up here for about 13 lots. I'm waiting for a pullback here on UJ. This is a far pullback. Yes, it's the top of the range. I want to see price come back, touch the top of this range, and fly. And then, of course, GU is our #1 position right now. Waiting for a pullback right here, too. Our 15-minute supply zone, right? Pull out, 15-minute supply zone, minor supply zone, top of the range, close out the bottom of the range, come back to the trend line. So we have a lot of confluences at that level. As for my take profit, who knows? Maybe I take it here, maybe I take it here. It just depends on the price action, what the market is doing. I want to see what the hell is going on with the market, and then I'm going to make my decision from there. Shout out to everybody in here, over 6,200. Are we the biggest trading live stream right now? I think we are. It only took a month, everybody. It took 1 month. Let's go ahead and take a look at UJ. Still waiting for the pullback on UJTK. Shout out to you. Nathan De Silva wants me to take a look at US 30. Let's go ahead and take a look at US 30. US 30, I want to see a close at the top of my range. You can see we've been trading within our range, right? Trading within our range. We need to see a close out the top of this range. Then we want to see maybe a little bit of a pullback at some sort, maybe to our mid-range, and then we are in another trade. Maybe we'll trade some indices today. Maybe we won't. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. There's 6,200 people in here, so I'll do whatever the hell you want me to do. You want me to rap again? I'll rap again. Love you guys. We got new patties in here. We got new patties, okay? No more rapping, just one rap. You got one rap. Dance for us, dance for us. Damn, man, there's too many people in here. I can't keep this energy up. All right, what are we looking at here? We're looking for a pullback here. Is there anything else you want me to take a look at? You want me to take a look at gold? Everybody loves gold. Okay, gold's still sitting in my level of support right here, so I would be buying. Now, we did break out the bottom of the range, but the support is more important to me, okay? Maybe you're entering off of the EMA today. Do you believe in the EMA? Do you believe the EMA is going to hold? Maybe price is going to come down, take liquidity, right? You take liquidity below this level right here and shoot up. That's possible. Now, obviously, I want additional confluences. So I want breaks out the top and pullbacks. So I won't be trading just off of this level alone. You saw on my GU trade, I've got 100 confluences on this damn thing. And that's what I'm looking for, right? The supply is telling me I'm going to trade down. The trend line break is telling me I'm going to trade down. The open range break is telling me I'm going to trade down. Now, the only thing that was making me worry a little bit was we were respecting the EMA a little bit right here, but I trust the supply more. The supply is stronger. The minor supply inside the 15-minute supply. These are good signs for us. So hopefully we can get into this trade. And with 6,200 people in here, hopefully we'll win that trade. Alrighty. What else do we have going on? All right, explain the strategy to the patties. Okay, I will do that. If you get bored, let me know. Let's go ahead into the stream model. At 9:30 a.m., we are looking at the 15-minute candle. That 15-minute candle is going up. It's going down. It's going up. It's going down. At 9:45, that candle is done. That candle is done. It created the candle high, the candle low. That gives us our range high and our range low. Then we come to the 5-minute time frame. We're looking at these candles right here. What's going on? Nothing's going on. It's just trading in the range, all right? We go across over here. Now we're getting somewhere. We want the close, the candle break and the close, either at the above or the bottom. If it happens above, we're looking for buys, okay? That's simple, looking for buys. Ideally in the direction of the trend, but that's not overly important. You'll see discretion. Then we got to figure out where we're entering. Are we entering at the closed candle? Are we entering at the retest, the FVG, the range midline, the demand zone? This is discretionary. These are the things that I do. This is why we're 17 and 4 on the live stream. Then let's say I chose the FVG, I enter my trading position, I put my stop loss below here, maybe below support or resistance. I'm looking. Then I take profit one, a quick one, and I set break even to, be safe. And this works, and then we let the rest ride, okay? Now, you go, Pat, there's no way this works. Well, there's a lot of discretion in the model, and it definitely works. Go ahead and take a look at the results. Oh, how's he doing it? How's he doing it? You don't believe? Oh no, GU, come back. Come back. Come back. I need to enter this trade. Okay, that pissed me off. All right. Waiting for a pullback here. Waiting for a pullback here. Come on, I'm getting the direction right on all these damn trades. I just need my pullback. And you say, Pat, why aren't you just entering without the pullback? Because I trade a high win rate, right? I wait for the pullbacks and I win. Joanne's already on the GU trade. Good for you, Joanne. Happy that you got that GU trade. The 5-minute time frame is where my focus is on the stream. Absolutely. And you go, Pat, there's no way that trading strategy works. This trading strategy works all the time. Let's see. Do we have a trade from yesterday? What was our trade from yesterday? Was it GU? Yeah, I think it was over here. We won. Well, we had a bunch of wins yesterday on stream. Was it EU trade one of those? I think an EU trade was one of those. How about that? How about that live on stream? Not bad, huh? How about that one live on stream? This was definitely one that I gave yesterday, right? Perfect entry, and we're out of there. So we were 2-0 yesterday. We were 5-0 right now. We're looking for 6. We are waiting for pullbacks on a couple of positions just to see what we can get going today. This one can still come back to us. I'm not too worried about this one. We may just continue to respect this EMA, come back up, and trade her down. That's what we're doing. Alrighty. I think everyone was in here trying to see if I was going to get into that GU trade. Oh no, everyone's leaving now. We're at 4,500. The 6K is, we're slow. The people are leaving now. Let's take a look at gold for you. Yeah, gold. This is what I was talking about, right? I said, maybe it comes to the EMA. Maybe it pulls a little bit of liquidity out of the market right here. It shoots up, and that might be happening right now on this candle. But this is not an entry for me because I focus on my entry model. Every day I do. Don't worry, I'm not nervous, brother. We are just waiting for our entries. Yes, the patties are all I need. That's all I ever need. My entry on GU is at 135324. That's where I plan on entering. Shout out to everyone who checked out the stream. We've got a lot of people leaving now, but shout out for stopping by. Appreciate that. Make sure that you hit those likes for me. Hell yeah. Thanks everyone who's been going crazy in the comments. Really appreciate that. I'm sure you're the ones that got me all those damn likes, and I guess me rapping definitely helped. I may have to do that every once in a while. We're going to spin as soon as we get a win. Spin when you win. This is the longest we've been without a trade, actually. We're being really, really patient today. After our 5 straight wins, we're being really patient today. Ooh-wee. That's okay. We'll get something going. What are we talking about? AUDUSD. Still looking for a break out the bottom on AUDUSD for a sell. I gave a really similar position like this. We could have already been in. It was on NU, right? So I was looking at this and I was looking at this, and I gave basically a similar entry here. And you see we broke through our trend line now here as well. The trend line was a concern a little bit for me on this one, so I was less inclined to take it. But we were close to another entry on this one that would have won. So I'm getting the direction right on pretty much all of these. This is my A1 strategy, Eric. It's just taking all the strategies and putting them together, right? It's 1 confluence, 2 confluence, 3 confluence, 4. GU is running. Got the direction right on that one. Just wasn't able to tap in, which is absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Maybe we got to get the hair out a little bit here, okay? Maybe we just got to get the hat off, switch something up, and then we'll get into a trade. Hell yeah. Shout out to Yaz. You want me to take a look at NQ for you? Let's take a look at that for FAQ. We did get the breakout on NQ, and we're back trading within our range. I think you could have, maybe your entry would be something like this on the EMA itself. That could be a NQ entry right there. That is a potential position on NQ. Not sure if I'm going to take that yet, but you know, we set these things up. I've got 3 limits open right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at EU. EU is also leaving away. Didn't get in on this one. I'm getting the direction right on everything, though. So I hope when you're watching this, you realize, all right, maybe we're not going to get a setup right away, but we are getting the direction right, and we are learning, right? We are learning. Orb definitely works for futures. Orbs works really well on futures. Most people actually teach this strategy on futures. I'm the one that took it to Forex and decided to make it my own on Forex, and we're looking at just 17 and 4. So absolutely. UJ. Yeah, UJ right here, waiting for pullback. Not good. Too far. GU. We could easily still get a pullback on GU and get into this trade. It's very possible that we come back to supply there. On EU, I still think it's very possible we come back to my trend line here as well. These are far from over. This stream is far from over. Still have 1,800 people in here. We had over 6,000 people in here. There is actually a full paper on the orb strategy. It's basically, it's the stock exchange open, and it just kind of tells you the range high and range low. And the idea is that when you get a candle close outside of that range, it's a strong determination that that's the direction price is going to go in the day, which is exactly what we're seeing there. But the way I do it is I like to pull back and get sharper entries, right? A lot of people will enter right there, and they'd be doing quite well right now, which is fine, but I'm 17-4, and this is my strategy. Did someone buy fake viewers to hate me? I hope not. I think we're still at 1,800. That's still a freaking crazy number. But if you did buy fake viewers to get me to rap, it worked, and I don't think I sounded too bad. So doing great, Patrick. Forex Fury is doing awesome. No real updates needed on the robot. I'm happy with how it's performing on my accounts. It's performing as it should. Now, I will be creating a robot based on my current trading strategy right here that I use on stream. I will be creating a robot for this. Now, it's going to take me probably a couple of months to do so and test properly, but I will be making a new robot on this at some point. Let's take a look at GJ. Now, we are an hour and a half into stream. I may have to take a B entry, guys. I may have to take a C entry. I may just get in on EJ here. What do we have on EJ here? Yeah, you could say we got a weak demand here. Yeah. Just had direction great today. You could see just wasn't. I should have entered when I had the first touch in minor supply. It's taken off. I really had this one mapped out perfectly. UJ never really had a chance. UJ, I'm closing my limit. I don't see that one coming. EU and GU are the ones that I'm focused on right now. EU doesn't want to load for some reason. There you go. And EU had the direction right on this one as well. I don't think I really would have had an entry here, but you could see where it's selling down as well. So we have to find a trade. We have to find a trade. Vapul, what's going on with you, big dog? How about a US 30 long? Huh? Well, I want to trade some indices. We haven't had an indices trade in a while. We got a Nasdaq. Do we want to trade the Nasdaq? We already got a good reaction off our midline. What about our US 30? Anyone want to see me trade indices right now? Does anyone want to see me trade indices right now? It looks like a potential for us. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. All right, what am I looking at here right now? Let me draw this up for you. Pat's got to take a trade. I want to trade. I got to get at least one trade in here. Okay, what happened to my box? There it is. Okay, so you can see right here, resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, support. Okay, that's our entry. That's recent price action is telling us that that's a decent level. Yes, price could come down here and screw us, but let's get a buy going at that level right there. Okay, let's go below these wicks here. All right, and we're gonna trade this up. There we go. We're looking at, this is the limit order I'm setting on US 30 right now. Trade a little indices. How many lots should I put on this trade? Tell me how many lots you want to see me put on this trade, folks. How does Cam 2 look? How does the hair look on Cam 2? All right, hair looks all right on Cam 2. Back to Cam 1. Waiting for our pull back. Waiting for our pull back. 6 straight wins. 6 straight wins. Waiting for our pull back. Waiting for our pull back. 6 straight wins. 6 straight wins. Oof. Yes. 69 lots for Mikkel Fink. Aren't you spicy, Mikkel? Aren't you real spicy? That's a spicy boy. All right. We're waiting for a little bit of a pullback here. Kind of playing the concept that we're going to trade within this range a little bit right here. Now, this is a big red candle coming down, which I don't like, but whatever. We got to trade today. We got to do something today. We've got 5 wins in a row. We're going to risk it a bit here. We're going to take a chance. Yeah, I know, Lee. Guys, you guys don't have to take this one if you don't want to take this one. It's going to be a bit riskier than my normal trades. But look, I've only got about an hour left on stream, half an hour, maybe to an hour left on stream. And then I've got to go back in the Porsche and drive to see my brother and my family. And my dog loves that. I don't know where my dog is right now. She must be upstairs in bed. She's my good luck charm. I need her on stream. US 30 is, it might be under Dow Jones in your market watch. We're looking to get into this trade right now. Jeez, when we had 6,000 people in here, I was flying. I swear to God, I'm losing all my energy now. but we're going to get into this trade. You can use it for London Open, Dimmy. What you want to do when you're using it for London Open is just make you have good confluences. No, I have MetaTrader 4 on my computer. I have MetaTrader 4 on a screen up here, right? You could kind of see the screen. No, you can't see the screen on any of these. But I have MetaTrader 4 on a screen up here where I can place my trades, close my limits. But I also have a trade analyst, Vipul, and I tell Vipul, hey, I'm going to set the limit order, and I'll draw it on TradingView, and he'll do that for me. You know, when you're as good a trader as me, you don't even have to place your own trades, baby. I just prefer MetaTrader 4, although MetaTrader 5, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. I'm trading a range breakout pullback strategy that no one else in the world trades except for me. Yes. So let's go ahead and take a look. You can see at the New York Stock Exchange Open, this little box right here is 15 minutes, and the price moves up and it moves down, and it creates the range high and the range low. Then I want to have a candle break and close above, and then I want to have a pullback back to confluences. So this pullback is going to come to my EMA, and it's going to come to a recent minor support level, hopefully to tap in and give us the trade. Now, we've done very well in terms of getting the direction right today. We've just been struggling to get the perfect entry. Now, we did have level of support here as well, which seems to be getting a reaction. Nah. Come on. We were so close to getting this entry too. So we've been very close. Look, we had the direction right on GU, just missed my entry there. We got the direction right on EU as well, just kind of missed my entry there. I still have limits for these set. We still might get pullbacks on these, but they've got to come quite the distance. Now, geez, we got a hell of a reaction off of this level of support right here that I really wasn't even considering. This support level down here, this minor support was more my consideration. Really hoping to get into a trade today, right? Rarely do we ever have a stream without a trade. We always have a stream. Shout out to King Bait, made you a millionaire. I'm also looking at GJ and AJ, so let's pull those up here. GJ and AJ. What else are we looking at? So we had GU, okay. EU, okay. We have NU was another one. Look, this is another one. Got the direction right here again. Just didn't get my entry right. So that's fine. But you know, as long as we're seeing good entries, that's a good thing, right? US 30 doesn't look like it's going to tag us, but it's possible we come back here. This one's far from over. So we're on US 30 we're focused on, and we're focused on AJ and GJ as well. So potential pullbacks on this one for an entry. It's possible that we could do a top of the range entry here as well, because you know, might be at the EMA, so might get the EMA as an additional confluence right there. Additional thing to respect. Let's go back to US 30 right now and see if we're going to get into this trade. Whew, I'm getting tired now. All right, let's take a look at CJ. CJ is no good though. I can't sell CJ. Look, the pips are terrible on this. There's 1.6 pip spread and I'm scalping. I can't sell this or buy this, although hey, good for you getting in on this one. But again, I'm scalping, so if it's like a 2 pip spread, it's killing me. My US 30 trade will be about 3 lots if I actually get into it. Hoping that I can. Hoping that I can. Ooh. We got about 25 minutes here to get into a trade. And if we don't get into a trade, I'm leaving. I was already up at 7 at the gym. Did a little bit of a chest day this morning. My orb indicator settings always Yeah, I don't trade Bitcoin too much. I trade Bitcoin more in long term, long holds. That's how I like to do Bitcoin. Here's the orb settings for you. The most important thing is the 15-minute time frame, UTC -4, 9:30 to 9:45. Make sure down here in the bottom right, you see time zone. Make sure that that's UTC -4. That is important. Okay, new here, the orb is the range breakout. Okay, so let's see. 15 minutes, right? The 15 minutes right here. See this gray box? 3 candles in there. During that time, during that 15 minutes, 9:30 to 9:45, these candles are going to come up here and they're going to come down here. That's going to create your range high, your range low. We want to have a candle come above that and break and close. Then we wait for a pullback to a level like this that has confluences. What confluences? Demand, supply, support, resistance, minor support, an EMA, frequently a trend line at the same level. We're looking for all of those things, and we do a confluence stack. No one's heard of that. It's when you stack those confluences up, and then that gives you so many damn reasons to take a trade that the trade can only go in your direction. Is the stream going all right? Are we having problems with the stream? Okay, there we go. We jumped and then we pop back up. We're good. We're in business. We're waiting for US 32 come down and tag us into this trade. We're getting big candles on it, so it's very, very possible. Every trade that I've taken on stream has been live. The trades that I've called on stream are 17 and 4. 17 wins, 4 losses. Now, trading isn't always that easy. It's very important for you to understand. Trading is not always easy. The record that I have on stream is absolutely insane, and I'm not a financial advisor, and I've had a lot of luck, you know. Everything seems to be working out, you know. Not all the time are you going to do this. Okay, let's take a look at UJ4 MAV. What do you want me to say, UJ? It's going. We didn't get our entry. This one would have been a nice top entry right here. Top of the range entry. If you wait for just a tap right there. That could have been nice. Alrighty. AUD USD for a sell. Yes. Who called that out? We have an opportunity here. I just don't know where to enter. Recent price action came all the way out here. Are we thinking midline entry, guys? How do we feel about an AUD midline entry? Still have about, 30, 40 minutes on stream here. I'd like to get a trade. I don't like streaming for 2 freaking hours and not making any money, but that is what it is. What trade had the most confluences? We've had trades that have 4, 5, sometimes 6 confluences, so there's actually been quite a few. We could show you a trade from yesterday that I had. So this was a NZD USD trade that we had yesterday, okay? So this one we had a huge pullback here. This was on stream, and we had the trend line right here. Lots of touches on this trend line. Broke through the trend line. Now I'm gonna have to open this up, show the historical data, okay? We had the break outside of the range right here, okay? So out of the trend line break, buy. Out of the range break, buy. And then pull back to where? Well, we had our higher time frame support level down here, and then we had minor support right here, also with an EMA right here. So that's where I entered. Came down a little bit further, but then pushed all the way up. This was a trade I gave live on stream yesterday. One of 2 wins. Both of them went to our second take profit level. Just a great day yesterday. Where are we? This one, perfect trade 2. Perfect trade 2. Just missed my entry just by a little bit. EU, not pulling back. I think I'm going to have to start giving up on my EU and GU limits. They're gone. Let's go into US 30. This one we may still get. Now, these candles are huge today, so this is a riskier position. But I am hoping to get into one more trade here, well, just any trade before I leave. So let's see if we can pull back to our level right here. Now, I don't love to see these huge red candles as I enter a trade, but let's see if we come down to my minor support. We might tap into this one and get ourselves a trading position. Now, where would I exit this trade? Well, I might exit early, depending on what type of reaction I get. I'm not sure, but we want to keep that win rate high. So I'm not sure where I'll be looking, but I'll be looking for, you know, maybe around there. I got about $1,000. Look at this reaction. Come on, please, 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 please come. Tap me in. Tap me in before you go. Tap me in before you go, man. What the hell? Oh, I gotta get one of those standing desks. I'm stiff as hell on these streams. Does anyone want to see my new shoes? I bought shoes yesterday. Who wants to see my new shoes? Let me go get some new shoes to show you. Check out the new shoes, huh? Man, this light's a bit bright, isn't it? Turn that down a little bit. Maybe you can see these shoes. Maybe you can too. Oh yeah, that looks better, huh? Look at these things. Beauties. Like orange on the tag. These are sick. They're so comfortable too. Look how freaking huge they are. They're boats in these things, man. Boats. Hell yeah. How dirty are these? I only wore them once, but maybe not on the desk. I swear, I don't know what the hell's going on today. Look at this entry. Look at this entry. I'm 6 feet tall. You know what it is. So you can see I just missed entry on this one. We got a huge green candle. I would have been TP1 on this already. You know, this does happen a lot on stream where I kind of just miss the entry. This is normal for the stream. Oh, the wolf on the sofa. You know, my my aunt, she made that. My beautiful, beautiful Aunt Evelyn, love her. She's an amazing person, and she made me that. Let me show you. She knit this for me, huh? Isn't that incredible? Look at the quality, unbelievable. Yeah, I know I missed a lot of entries today, Steven. I drive a Taycan, not a 911. I gotta figure out how to, you know, turn the stream onto my phone or whatever. Yeah, you can see. There's my Porsche, the Porsche keys. I got about 20,000 kilometers on it. Yeah, market just didn't want to, you know, the thing is though, is like, if you watch the stream, you go, oh, it sucks that Pat didn't get into a trade, but you should be able to learn. You know, like, you should be learning something, because every single trade that I called out, even though I didn't get in it, I got the direction right on every single one of them. So, like, there's something to learn from that, right? At least we're getting the direction right. We're not, like, doing nothing. Yeah, you 1,500 America. I can't believe we even have that many people in here. I love it. Shout out to Vovo Kids. Callum wants me to take a look at Bitcoin. Man, I am running out of energy here. Yeah, Bitcoin's about to bounce. I hear you. Bitcoin is about to bounce. Look, so what we had right here, what we have right there is an insane level of demand, okay? Let me pull this up a little bit. That is an insane level of demand. So you really could get an explosive move. You're already getting it. You're already getting it. And you say, what's this right here? That is liquidity being taken. And then the market shoots, and the market is shooting. You want me to take a look at gold? Much love to you in Italy. I'm going to come visit you for sure. Italy seems like a great place to visit. Gold is dumping off a bit today. You don't see that too often. Well, gold's been dumping off a bit lately, actually. Look at that. I think we should be coming back up, though. At some point, we're going to start coming all the way back up to here. And maybe you're testing this area right down here. But eventually, the price is going to come up here. Why? Because the government's going to keep wasting money. Which means gold is going to go up. Assets are going to go up. That is the life that I'm living. How many times are we going to get a reaction from the middle of the range? I don't know. Can we get US 30 to pull down? We've got about 15 minutes here. Maybe longer. Maybe I eat on stream. Sometimes they like that. Okay. How are we doing on the second cam? I don't think it's dirty. People were saying it's dirty. It's not that dirty in here. Is that better? I never thought it was that dirty. Come on. Giving me a hard time on my second camera. Bitcoin trade? Jeez. Look at Bitcoin go. I'd TP the top of the range is what I would do. Or the FVG. Right there. That is where I would be looking for a TP. I'm tired. I want to go back to bed. Look at this on GU. Possible re-entry on GU. Possible, but still far. Do have minor supply, but still far. What are we looking at now? Who likes looking at the side of my head? Is that nice? Oh yeah, that's nice. I just have the one Taycan, and then I've got an Acura, an older Acura that I just hang out with. Oh shoot, look at the US 100. Vapool. Look at the Nasdaq. We missed the Nasdaq. Oy. Look at this one. This is one I wanted to take. Look, it was right on the EMA. It was, oh my god. Did anyone get in this trade? What the hell was I doing today? Gosh. You like this beat? I can't hear it. I can't hear the beats. Yeah, supply and demand all the time. You'll see here, look, minor supply, 15-minute supply. That is influencing my decision on that potential trade on GU. Okay, so one of the reasons we didn't take this trade is because we didn't have the orb break. Okay, see, the candle didn't close above. All right, so let's not feel too bad about missing this position. The candle didn't close above and then retrace is what we were looking for. Now, I did give a potential entry rate here, which I could have took. Maybe I should have took. But that is life. What are we doing at US 30? Still waiting on US 30 to come to my level today. Oh, my back is getting stiff. Oh, yeah. That is the new channel, Stretch with Pat. That's my favorite stretch. You go, hey, Kata, watch your mouth. You take your arms out, right? So you put your arms out, you stretch, and then you bend down, and then you lift your heels, right? Like that. You lift your heels, and then you should feel it. Ooh, God, that's good. Right in the middle of your back. And that has saved my life. I didn't get in any of my trades. I was short on EU here. It never pulled back. I got the direction right. I was short on GU up here. Got the direction right. Missed the entry. I wanted to get a buy on Dow Jones here. Missed the entry by just a couple of ticks. FFS. US 100. Thought about getting an entry here. Nasdaq here, right? I had an entry this morning. Look at this entry this morning right here. Didn't take profit. Came back, hit me out at a break even. So been a bit of a frustrating day. I'm sitting at $0, but I have held my 5 wins in a row, so happy about the 5 wins in a row. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. USD CAD. Still would be wanting I would get a orb break out the top, but we're starting to lose momentum in the markets as we come around noon. Yeah, I'll usually cancel my limit orders after the stream because there's a lot less volume. Take a look at Australian dollar. Finally broke below on Australian dollar. That is a level we want to sell from. All right. Whoever called out Australian dollar, Abhinav, thank you. We have a fair value gap right here. Potential setup on Australian dollar. Thanks for bringing my attention. It's a fair value gap mid-range entry. Say, why didn't you trade? Say, oh, Pat, the orb broke and closed here. Why didn't you trade buys? Well, that's where resistance comes involved. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We want to sell from that level. And if we take a look right here, that would be the level of support at the bottom of that range. Let's skip that back to blue for you. And that would be the range that we're trading in right now. So we would be waiting for a pullback to that FVG to get a potential entry here on Australian dollar, US dollar. But I am running out of steam, guys. I am running out of steam. Now, I don't think I've done much advertising today, so hey, if you want to join my VIP trading room, the link to that is in the description. My free trading room, the link to that is in the description. The broker I trade at, the link to that is in the description. The robot that I use, the link to that is in the description too. So, haven't done much advertising in here, I guess, because I haven't won any trades. I've just been sitting at 0 trades today, but what a great stream anyways. Oh, you took the Australian short, did you? Good for you. Too mellow, you did tell me, Nasdaq. I appreciate that. Much love. My robot is on MetaTrader. Ron, forexfury.com. I don't like drinking coffee. It makes my bags worse. See, right here. And everyone goes, Pat, there's something wrong with your liver. Let's see, right there. Big ass bags when I have too much caffeine, or really any caffeine at all. AMG it. All right, I'll give you some more free trade signals. I'll look for tomorrow. Shout out to Dan. Yeah, sometimes I get in the way on break even, you know. Sometimes you could see it's the same thing. Yeah, the free trade I gave hit the break even. Look, same here, right? Took this trade today. This high, break even, then it wins. So sometimes break even is your best friend, sometimes it works against you. Not in Dubai, I am in Canada. All right, we are approaching 2 hours on stream. I think I'm gonna call it. That's it. I'm cutting my buy limit order. Goodbye. That's it. I'll be back on tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. And we're going to get a trade tomorrow. We still have 5 straight wins in a row. Tomorrow we're going for 6. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love. Mwah.